welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Peach State. Welcome to Georgia, where Freddie Falcons soars from the rafters inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium, just west of downtown Atlanta. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Detroit Lions and the Atlanta Falcons. The punter, Bradley Pinion, will handle kickoff duties. And off we go here in Atlanta. Reynolds now on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions, remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. Second in passing yards in the NFL.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from the opening whistle.
Second and 10. Once again, it's Gibbs. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is third and long. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
And this is a great example of what can happen when you play complementary football. The back end holds up nicely in coverage, and then that front seven is able to wreak havoc and put an end to this play.
On fourth down, Lions going to send out the All-Pro from a season ago, Jack Fox to punt. The Falcons are going to send Jamal Agnew deep to return. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Falcons come out, and they are led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
Now Penix to throw on second down. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. He'll be brought down at the 37, but that is good enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 8. And the Falcons, first down. First and 10.
And with this field position, Mike, I think you're looking at this like it's 4-down territory. So I think they're able to get it there on 3rd down. But even if he didn't, I think that 3rd down call was all about setting up. If we needed to, we'll go for it on 4th.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
The back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Aiden Hutchinson. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. London brought in motion. Now Penix on 3rd and long. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Needless to say, there aren't many plays on the call sheet for that down and distance, so instead of doing something crazy and forcing a ball into coverage, he realizes that primary read wasn't there, throw this ball away, and puts an end to this drive.
So on 4th down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And no return. How good is that? Backs him up all the way to the 2. The Lions offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Laporta in motion. Off to throw on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
Taken down and is on the 7-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He's got his tight end, that's Laporta. And they will finally run him down. A big play after being backed up. It's a gain of 34.
1st down.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards.
First reception of the game for St. Brown. And he gives his team a 1st down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
On 1st down, it's Goff. Open man, it's Jamison Williams. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down. Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up second down at the 26-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go. On play action, Goff. Catch is made by Wright. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. So now, after the penalty, a much tougher prospect to convert. It is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Goff. And this is not going to do the trick. Unable to get back to the line of scrimmage. And it leads to 4th down.
It's almost like the defense knew the back was getting the ball there, because from the moment the ball was snapped, there was a defender all over him, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
On 4th down, that brings Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal. This from an even 50 yards out. Bates' kick is good. And the Lions will take a 3-0 lead.
Falcons nothing.
So after the field goals to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Jamal Agnew now to return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Penix now off the bootleg. He's got his tight end, Cotoriano. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up second down at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney, and he can't hang on. It is incomplete. A chance there, a big chance for a huge play, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that should have been a big one. There's no excuse to drop a ball like that. A sure-handed receiver that's this good. I'm not sure if he just didn't track it. I'm not sure if he lost sight of it for a split second, but you get open downfield at this level, that's got to be a big play.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Lions offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up second down.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 1. A run here with Gibbs. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He was brought down by
now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with the conservative run. Gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seat he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Lions who have the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Lions ball to begin this second quarter. 1st and 10 as we are ready to get back underway. They'll go play action with Goff. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. David Onyemata in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
Now a pitch to Montgomery. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Mike Hughes is there with the tackle.
And it's 3rd down.
Third and long. Now, Goff. Tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in 3rd and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
Here's Jack Fox now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do. So far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
I think that's just a case of a right call at the wrong time, Mike. You typically want to run a draw in more of an obvious passing situation. In this case, the defense was expecting run, and they're able to just eat up that draw play.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Aiden Hutchinson gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up 3rd down.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix, and that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. The Lions offense about ready to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Catch is made. That is Williams.
Complete to Jamison Williams. A 5-yard gain brings up second down at their 48-yard line.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. Laporta in motion. On second down, Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down. After a gain of 7.
First down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Is caught left side by St. Brown. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
St. Brown. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the Falcons' 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's second down and 6. Throwing here is Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
It's a gain of 6.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. As you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
He'll maneuver his way down to the 32. That's David Onyemata in there for the tackle.
Brings up second and 8.
Second down and 8. Throwing, Goff. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the play.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the...
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions are out to a 10-0 lead.
Falcons nothing.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Agnew on the return. Yeah. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. We're going to go play action with Penix. This one not quite on target. Too much, and that one falls incomplete.
They just desperately need to get something positive going here, Mike. It just feels like they're a play away from really jump-starting everything they've talked about being good at throughout the course of the week's prep. And it's really been the inability to sustain drives. So critical 3rd downs, better on 1st and 2nd. Somewhere it's got to pop, and somebody's got to make a play.
And he'll get into the slide here, but he's going to be well short of the 1st down.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
On comes the punter now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. Taken down as we hit 2-minute warning here in this first half.
Defense. Automatic 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. Over the middle, he gets that to McLeod. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Lions' 47-yard line.
2nd down and 3. From the gun, here is Penix. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds. And he's got the 1st down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab.
And that 1st down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
On 1st down, it's Penix. We'll get this to Pitts once more. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 13. 1st down, Atlanta.
1st and 10.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their 1st. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Penix. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Aiden Hutchinson getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. London brought in motion. On 3rd down, Penix. Right side gets made by McLeod. The Lions called their first timeout as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. So, instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Whose kick is good. And the Falcons are on the board just before halftime.
That penalty is declined.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Reynolds now on the return. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a very elusive run there. He winds up gaining about 9 yards.
32-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hanson, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Moving to his right. Now he'll run. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
13 yards on the play. And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a first down.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 9. To throw is Penix. Oh, the bottom in a flash, and he lost the football. It appeared like the Falcons were able to get back on that one. Ball stays with Atlanta.
3rd down.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction. Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Now Penix on 3rd and long. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
The Lions offense trotting back out with their first involvement of this second half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
That's quickly out to Williams. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Third down and 3. From the gun, it's Goff. And this one complete on the sideline. Good footwork to stay in bounds, but he is just shy of the 1st down. And it brings up 4th down.
You can see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. Finding room across midfield. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They get 21 on that one. First down, Detroit.
Lions.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
He'll go play action with Goff. The coverage right there, and it's knocked away. Incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. He'll get this to his tight end, Laporta. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Goff hooking up with his tight end, Laporta, and they give the Lions a 1st down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd down at the 10-yard line.
2nd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough. But You got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive and some points. 3rd and short, you think the defense has everybody packed in there real tight. So as a play caller, you're thinking, all right, let's give my running back a chance to stretch and cut. This defense was ready for all of it. They string them out wide, nowhere to cut. Take them down for a loss.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Laporta in motion. On 4th down, Goff. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the 1st down.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs. Shotgun draw, trying to catch him off guard here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there, stop him for no gain.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down, and goal. Gibbs. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. And that is incomplete.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. The Lions will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They're in a 10-point hold, 13-3, as this drive starts with 1st down. He'll be forced outright. He keeps it himself.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 6. Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up 3rd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
Open man, left side, he's got it. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
63
a big play and a much-needed one as well. It covers 63 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, Man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
He'll try to run for it, and he will get into the end zone. Michael Penix, touchdown Atlanta. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons are back within a field goal. The lead is 3.
13. Falcons 10.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. Reynolds now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On play action, Goff. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Now Goff gonna hold on to it. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. For a Lions 1st down. He'll send the receiver in motion to the left. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Here's 1st and 10. On to the 4th quarter, and it begins with a run by Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Every rookie that finds themselves in the lineup, Mike, they're trying to make plays that keep them in the lineup. Continue to show your coaches they can trust you as a young player in this league, and he continues to make plays like this. He's going to find himself in the lineup more and more often as the year unfolds.
On 2nd down, Goff. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. He'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard mark. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the 1st down. These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. They have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Goff. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
A bit of a risky throw there, Mike. You don't love to see a quarterback force the ball, especially into a crowded area. In the end, I think he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. First time they've worked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
First down.
That's just playing quarterback at a really high level, Mike. I mean, once he realizes his initial pre-snap read has changed, he just calmly goes through his progressions against this zone look. He ends up delivering a strike, and they keep the drive alive.
Box pass. Complete to Jahmyr Gibbs. A 5-yard gain. Brings up second down at the 12-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Laporta in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
And it brings up third down.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Here's Goff. This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Isaac to Sloan. Touchdown, Lions. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Bates now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Ray McLeod on the return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Falcons offense headed back to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Give him 14 on that play. One play, one first down.
First down. 1st and 10.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
For the left side, he gets back to Mooney. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up second down at the Lions' 42-yard line.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Now Robinson. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chain.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Left side, he's got McLeod. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
I got him. Hey, check.
Mooney in motion. From the gun, here is Penix. And on third down, that ball incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts.
4th down.
And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Nice play there by the defender, able to get his hand up on that ball and break up the pass. And frankly, if he's able to come down with that catch, he'd be playing offense.
So here comes Younghoe Koo in a pressure spot. This to get back to a one-possession game. This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. And they are indeed back within one score. So the field goal makes it a one-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
First down.
About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Goff. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, it is 3rd and long. Laporta in motion. They'll drop to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
That's just a brutal miss, especially on 3rd down. If he delivers a good ball, Mike, that's a completion, first down, and this drive is alive. And I think he just tried to be a little too perfect, and he overshoots his target, and he's not there in time to reel it in.
Here's the Lions punt team now as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line.
First and 10.
The Falcons offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Mooney in motion. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. brings up 2nd and 12 at the 14-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Penix. And the rush gets there. Down he goes.
And of all the sacks they have had in this game, Mike, that's the biggest one yet. That is a big-time play. You know what they say? Sacks end games, and that might have been it right there.
Gonna need a big play now. 3rd down and long. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
A loss of 10
Sacks
yards.
just continue to be a huge problem all game long, and it's just a brutal time to take one. Now, I understand it's easier said than done, but you've got to find a way as the quarterback to throw that ball away.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. He'll try and get there on the ground.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. And this game is not a done deal just yet. Still have 3 timeouts in the defense. Now, if there's 1 first down, it seals the deal. But there is still a chance for the defense to get the ball back. And he will be taken down. We'll see. They want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
At the 23-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout. And they stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Third and 10. Laporta in motion. Throwing, Goff. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
So a big one looming for Jake Bates. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Looking to throw, it's Penix. Now, deep ball for London. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
He'll look deep, left sideline. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Atlanta.